This is the Randi Rhodes Show on 960 KNEW and online at 960KNEW.com.
Ho, 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 there's the man with all the toys. Ted, how are ya?
Hi, boss. How are you?
Sally have a good Thanksgiving?
Wendy.
Certainly hope so. Okay, fine. Good. Listen, Ted, you've been our number one guy here at Public Image Strategery for a long time.
Yeah, well,
and you know why? You're not afraid to take on the sacred cows.
Uh-oh. I think I know where you're going.
Well, now we need you to take down the holiest cow of them all.
Please, don't say Pope Francis. Don't say Pope Francis, please.
No, I think you mean Pope Mao the First. He's a damn red, Ted. He's a commie. Rush nailed him.
This is just pure Marxism coming out of the mouth of the Pope.
Boss, I can't go after the Pope. I mean, he's beloved.
Don't worry, fella. We did some deep research and we got plenty of dirt on this guy. Did you know, for instance, he's a Mexican?
What? No, he's Latin American, actually. He's
tomato, whatever. That does, however, explain why he speaks Latin. As foreigners. You know, he's probably not even in this country legally. Write that down. There could be a talking point.
Boss, he's not in this country. Calling the Pope a foreigner doesn't make any sense whatsoever. There's never been an American Pope.
The office of the Pope itself is blatantly un-American. And what's with the name? Francis. Francis. Lighten up, Francis. I mean, it's a girl's name.
It's actually the name of a venerated saint.
I really don't care who she was, Ted. Hey, you know this Francis guy has never been married? 2 + 2. Put it together, Ted. But hey, here I am doing all your work for you.
Boss, it's a lose-lose. People just aren't going to turn against the Pope.
Not unless we give them an alternative. Listen to this.
Maybe this is why Time magazine called me the Pope of the Republican Party.
I can't sell people on Pope Rush. What would that even take?
What do you mean, what'll it take? A funny pointy hat and some white Clark Griswold shoes. I mean, what more do you need? You know what, buddy? I gotta say, I'm taking part of your commission on this one. I did most of the work.
I have been numerous times to the Vatican.
Pope Rush. The guy's a natural. I love
Boss,
it.
I'm putting my foot down.
Hey, you know what they say? Lighten up, Francis. My best to Sally.
Wendy, thank you.
Don't mess with the Pope. I am so serious. You know, the Fox, the predictable Fox, news rant is back to there is a war on Christmas, and we must have a war on the war on Christmas, and they want to, of course, show you the Affordable Health Care Act, which is a marketplace of private insurance companies that has been put together with at least 10 basic coverages that cannot be denied that can't be charged. Preventative care, things like that. They can't spend more than 20 cents of every dollar on anything but your health care. Things like that. You do get a rebate if they don't spend 80 cents of every dollar on your health care. The 26-year-old can stay on your insurance because you love your children. You know what I mean? I mean, all this is going on in the Democratic Party. Here we are working our tails off trying to get the message out that the website is fixed, so you can go and now see the plans. If you're in one of these, Republican states, one of the 36 Republican states that refuses to expand Medicaid for the very least of us, for the people who really are in grinding poverty, who have no assets, who cannot make ends meet in any way, shape, or form, but we want to give them health care so that their children don't die, so that they don't die and they can live another day to take care of their children if they become sick, or if they have an accident at work, or if they are already disabled, or if they are elderly, if they are in nursing homes, these kinds of things. And, you've got these Republican governors denying the Medicaid expansion. You've got a cut in food stamps that's being proposed by Paul Ryan, the chairman of the Budget Committee in the House. The budget is due December 13th. And, of course, we get to the edge again. We get to another a fiscal cliff again, January 15th, if we don't get a budget together. And of course, they're not going to get a budget together. They'll do some sort of a continuing resolution, or they'll do some sort of a mini budget. You're not going to get a real budget. We're never going to see that come out of this Republican House. It has to come out of the Republican House, and it's not going to.